What's up, family? Got another raw reaction for y'all today coming out of Macy's. Not sure where they at, but I'm pretty sure we'll find out later on in the video. But this one looked like it's gonna be a live one, just based off the fact how she looking, how she's presenting herself, and then you got old boy over here in the back just keeping his distance. I'm not sure if he undercover, detective, loss prevention, or what. But without further ado, grab your drinks, grab your blunts, and let's go ahead and get into it. I mean, I'm gonna leave right now, but I'm gonna come back in here regardless because if you do, they're going to tell us. Take me to jail, yes, yeah, but I'm not gonna be in jail for long. Ratchet. Right now. Get off my bag. This screams ratchet, uncooperative, disrespectful, don't care, not in my job title type attitude. Right off the bat, you can already tell just from the little clip. This is gonna be a good one. Let go, Jasmine. Get off my bag, bro. Jasmine, you need to let go. Get off my bag. Relax. Get off my bag. Relax. Let go of the bag. I'm going to search. Stop touching me and get the fuck off my bag. I want to die. Damn. You want to get up and walk? Oh, hell no. What's going on? Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at this shit here. What's up with the security guard though? Why he got a helmet on? Why this nigga got a helmet on? Look, I'm not judging. I'm just saying. I know he didn't try to make the stop because he ain't catching nobody. He ain't catching nobody. This is why they got, and this ain't no disrespect. This is just me being real raw with y'all. This is why they got things like mace, tasers, nigga beaters. You feel me? Because not a lot of people are in shape to be having physical altercations with shoplifters and criminals and all that other stuff. So they have these things that they can use in case you run out of breath. You feel me? But whatever. Let's get to it. Okay. Has she stolen anything? No. Okay. They've asked her to leave. This is one of the managers. You're the manager? Yeah, I'm one of them, yes. Okay. No, she came to try on the fitting room, but our rooms are closed. It's due to short staff at the moment. She tried trying on the sales floor, but we did tell her, unfortunately, not try on the sales floor. She's trying to put on clothes. Well, she is putting on clothes out in the open because the fitting rooms are closed. You cannot make this shit up. You cannot make this up. These are one of the situations you're gonna also come in contact with people who just feel like they can do whatever inside the store. You know what I mean? And these are one of them situations. People doing this. I've caught at least a handful of people. You know what I mean? Not a lot. I've caught enough people doing this very exact thing. Um, and it's just not cool. One thing people need to understand that it is a privilege to be in these stores, not a right. But then she got an attitude after that, said that she was trying to sleep. And then we stayed up there that we're sorry, but that's not allowed. So if you don't mind, just then she started an attitude, conversational. So then we at the point like, listen, if you can't kind of just turn a little bit too shopping, that's fine. But she had to start yelling. It's like my disrespectful. And then we told her, okay, at that point, then you can just go ahead and stand up. She's not leaving. She wants you guys to put them all here. We can do security, but security knows her. They're not going to do anything. And then she said, I can call the police too. They know they're not going to do anything either. Okay. All right. Oh, wow. So she want all the smoke.
Officers were dispatched to a retail clothing store inside a Florida shopping mall after employees reported a customer causing a disturbance and refusing to leave. What requires analysis here is not the sequence of events, but the legal decisions made at each stage of this encounter. Phase 1, investigatory contact. When officers requested identification, this was not an arrest. It was an investigatory stop under the standard established in Terry versus Ohio. 1968. The Supreme Court held that an investigatory stop requires only reasonable suspicion specific. Articulable facts, supporting a belief that criminal activity is afoot, not full probable.
Yeah, like people don't understand that. Like when people feel like this, they get so defensive as soon as they come in contact with the police. And as soon as they tell them they are being detained, they automatically think, oh, I'm going to jail. No, that just means your ass cannot leave until we figure out what's going on. That's all that means. That means sit tight. That means your ass cannot go. You can't walk away. You can't go back home and then we'll follow up with you later. No, that means stay your ass right here. Don't move until we get all this figured out. Now, arrest means you going to jail. You're being arrested for this, right? You going to county, wherever you going. You feel me? But people off the bat just get defensive. And usually, I'm going to just put y'all on a little game if y'all don't know. The courts look at this as you already guilty of something. You know what I mean? If you already getting defensive, you getting this hostile, me just saying, or them just saying, hey, you being detained, you can't go nowhere until everything's figured out. You got something to hide, or you got warrants, you on parole, you on probation, you got drugs, you got a gun, something. You hiding something, which is going to cause them to dig even deeper.
A manager's complaint combined with the subject's continued presence after being asked to leave satisfied that threshold entirely.
Excuse me, ma'am. Hey, do you have some ID on you by chance? Mind if I see it?
Man, let that been my black ass all in the bag, bro. I'd have been shot, tased, and maced. Me and all my brothers. Y'all know I'm not lying. Come on now. That's too long. I'm not saying anything, but I'm just saying, had that been one of me and my brothers doing this on approach,
mind if I see
it would have went left quick.
That's all right. You just tell me your name.
I mean,
How do you spell Jasmine? We'll sort that all out in a second. Let me get your full name. How do you spell Jasmine?
Jasmin.
oh,
Yeah,
hell
I
no.
believe you, but I gotta check. Okay, so now what's going on?
She already getting verbal.
So I came up in
Right off the bat, that bag that she got, if anybody ever came into my store with that size bag, automatically gonna be watched. I don't care what you look like, but that bag, that bag look like it could hold some stuff, a lot of stuff. So, prime example, if you see a bag that look like what she got, more than enough reason to start following somebody. You can also put that in your report for your start of observation. I started observation of this unknown female because she came in here, or I observed her with a large empty bag or purse or whatever the hell you want to call this thing.
and that was not there at all. Like this right here wasn't at all. So I asked the dude, I was like, is the fitting rooms open today? He said, yeah. And so then I went to go close to the fitting room, and he was like, oh, we ain't got nobody here to work for the fitting room. So usually when the fitting room's been closed, I always try on the outfits in the mirrors.
Oh, hell no.
That's what I was doing, and she told me you can't do that. And I was like, well, for the past 2 months that y'all fitting room's been closed, that's all I do is try on my outfits
Oh, no.
for
Nope.
was trying to let him know that.
What's that have to do with anything? Because like if you're in like I feel like she's incriminating herself already. Because like if your intentions are to buy whatever you trying on, then you'll have a valid receipt to exchange it if you need to do that, right? And the fact that she gonna sit here and admit that she's been trying on clothes for like the last 2 months because the fitting rooms are down is just absurd. Like, wow, where's y'all security team? She confessed to doing this for the last 2 months. Where y'all been? Where's the leaders been? Where's management been? You know what I mean? Um, we can't be having this in our stores. People feeling like they could do whatever they want. You got to set the tone. You got to set the standards high, set the bar high, and you got to make sure the environment is safe and it is a cool breeze. Can't have people thinking they can change in and out of their clothes out in the open.
And he's like, nah, we don't do that no more. Blah, blah, blah. And I stopped putting on clothes and I just started doing this just to see if they look.
47.
Right.
Good. Okay.
No positive, very far away. And I told them I've worked in the mall for 3 years. So I don't know why they haven't seen me.
Okay. Well, I'm sure Danny would have seen you.
That's odd.
Do you mind keep your hands at a pocket forward together? Yeah. Okay. So the big problem is they want you to leave. They've asked you to leave. This is a private business. They can ask anybody to leave if they want to leave.
I can't come back?
Well, they do want to trespass you, I believe. But the most important thing is if a business owner asks you to leave, you're supposed to leave the premises. You can actually be arrested.
He actually told me that he wasn't the owner and that he was just the manager.
Well, the manager said she'd asked you to leave as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you mind if we try to find your ID though? They said we've got no record. Do you have a Florida license?
I don't have a record.
No record of you at all, as in you don't have a license, ID card, nothing.
No, I have an ID. I just
out of Florida?
Yeah.
It could just be Felony.
Yeah, like you'll have these times where people will try to argue with you about leaving a store and they feel like they need a valid or a legitimate reason for you to kick them out of the store or off the property, and you don't. If you're a private business owner or whoever you're working for is a private business, they don't need nobody's permission to kick you off of the property or kick you out of the store. I will tell you from experience that I have kicked multiple people out just because they always getting verbally aggressive. Just because when they come in, they feel like they could do whatever they want when they want. Just because they are known to come in and give our cashiers and customer service attitude or problems. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, if I need somebody's information that bad, this is what I will do. I will call them boys. I will call the people just so I can get a name and date of birth, because I know it's all a matter of time before you hit. And when you do, I'll already be one step ahead of the game and I'll have your name and the date of birth already. So whatever you do, I already know who they are.
Or something, those things happen.
Did you spell it J-E-S?
J-A-S?
And I-E?
Mm-hmm. How do you spell Smith?
S-M-I-T-H.
Yeah, should got it. If you can find your ID, it'll help.
I got it. I got 2 IDs.
How you got 2 IDs?
Stop pointing at me, bro.
You need to put it down? Would it be easier?
She look like she a fighter. She a little muscular. You know what I mean? She be squabbling.
Need me to hold something for you?
My name is Jasmine Ann Smith.
Who's that nigga in the back though?
Get me hit on that. Mm-hmm.
I was just in a relationship with somebody and they sent him to jail.
So how do you spell Ann?
A-N-N.
Okay, and Smith just that's
Does that have to do with your name? That's how you know people be on that BS when they start talking about stuff that ain't got nothing to do with what is going on. This man asked you for your name your ID. He ain't giving a damn about who you just got a relationship with.
TH?
She got 2 IDs and can't find not one of them.
Well, I believe you, but I don't know why we're not getting any kind of a positive back on you. May I look through your purse? Just to see if I can find your ID. I'd really like to find that number.
It ain't in here. It was in my bag.
What? That's the only bag you got. So what bag is it in?
If you had an ID or driver's license out of anywhere else?
Hold on, did I hear her right? Cause I'm...
It was in my bag.
Look through your purse? Just to see if I can find your ID. I'd really like to find that number.
It ain't in here. It was in my bag.
Yeah, she lying. She hiding something.
If you had an ID or driver's license out of anywhere else?
I don't have a driver's license.
Have you had an ID in any other state? 31-0. Okay. You ever been arrested? Okay.
At school one time. But I got it right here.
My goodness.
All right, well, there you go.
About time.
So, just so you're aware.
I'm just
Huh? We'll worry about that in a second, but just so you're aware, it's actually a crime to have 2 valid identification cards.
I didn't know that because, listen, I had lost mine.
And I understand that.
My dad told me to go get another one, and then I eventually found this one.
I understand that. You have to get rid of that other one. You can actually go to jail. I can get to jail right now.
I did not know that.
Okay? Now, a lot of people don't, but you can't have 2 valid IDs. Okay?
Either
So
confiscate it or punch a hole through it.
Where do you work in the mall?
I worked at Shoe Magic, the shoe cleaning station, but we shut down a year ago, but everybody in here knows me. And I was actually finna find a job in Jimmy Jazz.
So you don't work in the mall right now?
No, not right now, but everybody literally knows me.
Sarge, can you get the manager? She wants to trespass.
But everybody in the mall, they know me. They asked me to come. Like Jimmy Jazz just told me to come over there. And the jewelry station said they were hiring. But I've been working in the mall for
Jewelry
the past
station.
10 years.
Sure, I get
worked
that.
at the cell phone kiosk and then the shoe cleaner spot. But then we closed down because of that.
He's gonna be a black male, black shirt, brown pants, red hat, black and white Jordans, and he's on the food aisle right now. They're looking at him.
So, the bottom line is, though, if a business asks you to leave, you have to leave. It's a private business, they can do that. Someone can do it at their house, too. If you're at someone's house and they say, hey, Jasmine, we want you to leave, and you say
They didn't
no.
say they didn't want me to leave. They said they wanted me to stop trying on their shit.
Okay.
What difference does it make?
She,
This female is so damn argumentative. It's not even funny. She got a response for everything. Look, you're not supposed to be trying on clothes in the open. Look, they asked you to leave. You refused to do so. She is just a handful off the bat. Like, she's making things more complicated than what it needs to be. Had she just left when they asked her to leave, she wouldn't have to deal with none of this. So it's interesting to see what's about to happen, because I feel like things is about to take a turn for the worst.
me was that they asked you to leave and you got nasty and were swearing and just making a fuss.
You said suck my dick, and I was like, well, I don't.
Oh, we don't need to repeat that anymore.
Why would I say that to you, sir?
Abby Moore said it, and G.I. Jane worked for her. Sorry, a little bit before your time.
No, I know who G.I. Jane is. She's definitely that Will Smith and Joe.
Yeah, I've heard about that. He was referring to a movie that came out in the 80s.
That's gonna be a deep
Also,
Because G.I. Jane cheated on.
I don't know if that's true.
That has nothing to do with what's going on.
Okay. Just tell her she's not welcome back. We're good. Okay.
How long are you?
So, Jasmine, hold on. Listen for a second. Have you ever been trespassed anywhere before?
Verbal.
Okay. So the way this works is if you come back for any reason within the next year, that's as long as it can be valid for.
Just a year?
This next year, listen carefully. If you come back for any reason, you can go to jail. Okay, so just you can go anywhere else in the mall. That depends on the judge. You'll go to jail, you get booked, and you'll have a trial, and the judge will determine what your sentence is. But you need to leave right now, otherwise I'll take you to jail today.
I mean, I'm gonna leave right now, but
She wants to go to jail. She wants to go to jail because she keep running her mouth. She keeps running her mouth. She want to go to jail. They trying to hurry up and get her out of there. She want to keep arguing with the manager and the officer. Like, she wants to be put in cuffs. And hey, you knock on the double door long enough, somebody gonna answer. I promise you.
I came here regardless because
If you do, they're going to tell us.
take me to jail,
Yes,
yeah,
ma'am.
but I'm not gonna be in jail for long, and then they're just gonna let me come
So
out.
Jasmine, I need you
Oh,
to leave
hell
right now.
no.
You're gonna go to jail today.
Cuffs.
Legal issue 1-2, valid identification cards. In Florida, simultaneously possessing 2 state-issued ID cards that remain valid can constitute a criminal offense. However, the officer exercised appropriate discretion, declining to arrest on a technical violation when circumstances suggested innocent intent. This is prosecutorial discretion. In practice, the law permits arrest, but context governs the decision. Legal issue 2, the trespass warning. Under Florida Statute Section 8, 10.08, trespass occurs when a person refuses to leave a premises after being warned by the owner or an authorized representative. A store manager qualifies as an authorized representative. The critical legal point when the subject stated on camera that she intended to return despite receiving a formal trespass warning. That statement constitutes direct evidence of willful intent to violate the mens rea element
Yeah,
recorded in the officer's
she was already running her mouth talking about, yeah, if I go to jail, I'm gonna get out. I ain't gonna be in there for long, and I'm gonna come back again. She's already premeditated that. Look, I'm coming back. I don't give a damn about that trespass. So she's already violating it without violating it. She's already verbally stated that she's going to violate it.
cam footage.
Was that their
Look at this. Shit's about to get real, y'all.
do you want to follow up on that?
Hell yeah. Y'all already here. Let's get it.
I didn't see anything that looked like merchandise.
All right. According to the policy, no. They can't verbally just say, yeah, we want y'all to do that. But look, if that alarm went off, go ahead and do it. Y'all already here. Y'all allowed to do it. See, it's different when it works. Like AP and officers work different. According to the policy, that alarm go off. You have no elements. You didn't see or select or conceal anything. You can't take it. I know as an officer, if that alarm goes off, the officers have probable cause to stop her and check that bag because of it. It's just like concealment. Policy states that when somebody conceals, we cannot apprehend them until they pass all final points of sale. Officer, if they have already concealed inside of a store, the officer can come in there, go in there, take them right off of the sales floor. I've got many apprehensions off of that tactic alone. Soon as they get there, they ask me where they at. They ask me if they've already concealed. I'll say yeah. They'll say, look, we already backed up on calls. I need to go, but let's handle this right now. They'll go out to the floor, apprehend them. Boom. I'll just add it in my report. Done deal.
Well, she's trespassed more, so she
Did
comes
you want
back.
to do anything? She beat whenever she walked out. Just let it go.
I kind of figured something was up.
Do you want to follow up on it or no?
I mean, I don't know if we could check her bag. But yeah.
You can tell the cop want to.
We have reasonable suspicion at this point.
Hell yeah, the cop want to. You can tell he about that.
Hey, Jasmine. Sorry. So, when you went through the security checkpoint, your bag went off, okay? I'm going to need to check your bag and make sure you didn't steal any merchandise.
This is the shirt that this one called. These are my pants.
Mm-hmm.
My sweatpants.
Hold on,
Sure
man.
they are.
Put this down for me. I don't want you reaching in there anymore. Stop right now.
Hold on. Uh-oh. Here we go. Here we go.
Let go, Jasmine.
Here we go. before we get into the entertainment, this is about to get raw. This female had multiple chances to get away, and be home scot free. Instead, she wanted to be Billy the Badass, and now she about to be going to jail.
Bro, Jasmine, you need to let go.
My bag. Relax. Get off my bag.
Relax. Let go of the bag. I'm going to search
Stop
this.
touching me and get the fuck off my bag.
If you don't relax,
Hey.
you end up getting an additional charge.
Stupid.
Stop right now.
Yeah, she's trying to catch up to extra charges.
Don't you dare.
Oh. He must be like tagging along with these niggas, like in training or something. He been with them niggas the whole time. No, we ain't calling nobody.
In a minute. You're gonna stand up, and I'm gonna have this officer search you. Do you have anything on you?
Oh, she trying to slip out. Yeah, she trying to slip out.
Stop fussing with the cuffs.
Hey, she's skinny enough to get through them too.
It's not gonna make them go away.
Yeah, you go ahead and tighten those.
Why is you in my vagina?
I'm gonna stand her up.
I got that pocket food.
Stand up for me.
Stand up,
Stand up.
Oh my God, she's being crazy right now.
But those are my polo pants that I bought.
Okay, we're gonna sort that all out.
We're gonna see about that.
You want to search, or you want to hold on while I search the bag?
Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah. She's good. She had the underwear in the pocket. Downstairs.
Okay. Do me a favor, go grab that manager, bring him over here.
She done made matters worse for herself for no reason. All that shit stolen. How much you want to bet?
You were planning on what?
Going somewhere
Yeah, you ain't going nowhere now. How much y'all want to bet all that shit stolen? Whether all that stuff is theirs or not. All that shit stolen.
Are either of these yours? Okay.
No, ma'am.
A shirt?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Oh yeah, she trying to slip. She trying to get out. Oh yeah, she fighting.
Stop. What the fuck? You need to stop.
Stop resisting arrest. I'm going to charge you. All right, that's battery.
One that's touching me. And stop.
You are under arrest for shoplifting.
What you mean? For how long?
Stop resisting.
For the rest of the day.
Stop trying to scratch me.
Stop. Then stop.
Stop. You have to calm down. I'm going to tighten the cuffs to keep you from escaping.
Then calm down.
Wow. Y'all better get back up. They better get back up there. Quick. Because she ain't going out easy.
You've got yourself a felony charge, Jasmine.
Let's go take her to your car.
Okay.
And we'll come back and look at this.
All right.
Come on, Joe.
Stand up for me. Stand up.
Where's they lost prevention? Hold up. Where's they lost prevention at, man? Because this is just the first time she's been caught. And this is just on a humbug, for real, because they didn't really catch her. It was the metal detector that went off that caused them to react to it and then search her. And that's how she got caught. So she admitted that she's been in and out of that store for the last 2 months trying on stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Like trying on shit. So just think in those last 2 months, how much merchandise she's actually walked out with. And to be comfortable with just changing clothes out in the open like that, come on, wasn't nobody watching her up until now. Did nobody have a case on her? Like loss prevention didn't even look like they were nowhere around, or maybe they had the day off. So yeah, she been hitting them for a good minute. Today was the only day that she got caught. And honestly, she pretty much just like wanted to be caught because if she didn't, she would have left when they told her to.
Nope.
We'll come with. He's gonna stand here.
Okay. All right.
Come on, he's gonna stand here with your bag. Your bag's gonna come with us if it's locked.
You are not getting away. Stop.
Oh my god, I hate that shit.
Stop resisting.
Stop, Jasmine.
You are going to jail today. It is happening.
It is happening.
Stop resisting.
It is happening. Your ass is going. Yeah, she embarrassed. Ashamed. That's why she acting out like that. My grandmama gave me that chain.
Stand up.
Come on, Jasmine. Stand up. Act like an adult. Come on.
Yeah, I'd stay right there. Call for backup. Just sitting there wrestling with her ass. Call back up. Pick her ass up. Carry her ass to the car.
You're not getting the cuffs off. Stop it.
Can you set us in my unit, please?
Stop.
How about I give y'all all the money that y'all need for them outfits? That was only $20.
Time for that is past.
Yeah, we way past that stage. It's a done deal. You done caught a felony and all kind of shit.
You want to get up and walk?
It makes no sense to ruin your life and ruin your future over a felony. I'm telling y'all, youngins, y'all thinking this stuff is cool until you actually got to live it. You got to live through it. You got to live with it. You know what I'm saying? 5-10 years down the road, you're going to be looking back at this like, damn, why did I do that stupid shit? You trying to get that good job, you know what I'm saying? And you got this felony hanging over your head that shows the system that you can't be trusted. That's what a felony is pretty much saying. You cannot be trusted. Oh, hell no. Nah.
Stop kicking me.
This bitch tried to flip her way out of the cuffs. Oh, my nigga,
This is
wow.
not a game, Jasmine.
Oh my god.
No one's gonna hurt you. Everything that's happening to you is on you.
Stop.
Hell no.
No, I'm not worried about that right now.
You wash it out when you get to the jail.
So when do I get out today?
Well, you're gonna have a very high bond, so depending on how much money you have.
Which was only $40 stolen?
You battered a law enforcement officer. You resisted arrest.
I didn't batter you.
Okay, talk to your lawyer about that.
I don't have a lawyer. Call my dad though to let him know that he's been.
I'll call him when you're at the jail.
No, call him now because he's the one that dropped me off.
Nah.
You want us to call him?
Want to give a damn about your request?
You get up and walk over here. Listen to me. You get up and walk. I will call him. Okay. You gonna get up and walk? His number is 850. Hold on. I'm not gonna
Worry
call
about
him
that when we get to the car.
until we're in the car. Once we're in the car, I will call him.
Stand up for us. Put your hands behind your back
Where's
where they
my
belong.
bag at? I will get your back. Do you want me to call your dad or not?
Tripping.
If you give us a problem, I'm not calling your dad. Call my dad. I will as soon as you get in the car.
We will call you. Call him as soon as you get in the car.
700.
Well, you shouldn't have put your damn leg through there.
Hands under your legs. Now stand up. I'm gonna roll you over. It's easier if you do it from your side. Stand up. There you go. Okay.
Now carry that ass to the car.
She keeps trying to get out of the cuffs.
You ain't even gotta hem her up like that, man. Just grab her. The other one grab the legs. Let's go. Yeah.
Stop trying to twist it.
That's from you.
Yeah, this is getting out of control.
She's gonna fall though. We're gonna have to grab her feet probably.
Hello.
It's much easier.
All right, that's fine. She's like, listen.
It's much easier. My dad is in the mall. You can go see him right now.
Understand the game. Understand the game, y'all. If y'all still using cuffs, they train you. They tell you this in training before you get your certification that if you ever cuff somebody, you are solely responsible for what happens to them while they are in those cuffs. Whether they get hurt, they break an arm, they break a finger. The company ain't taking that hit. You, as the AP, is taking that hit. I know that's probably one of the main reasons why they don't use handcuffs no more, because a lot of people was getting hurt and a lot of APs is getting sued behind it. So understand the game that if you are using cuffs, it's always fun and games until somebody get hurt.
Now, no, trim side, trim side.
Yeah. Come on. All right, that'll work. Hold on. I'm gonna cuff her one more time. She keeps slipping these cuffs.
Yeah, she trying to get out.
Make sure the keyways are on the bottom.
Legal issue 3, the legal basis for the bag search. When the security alarm activated as the subject exited the store, that constituted a specific 2000 articulable fact sufficient to support reasonable suspicion for a limited search. The alarm is an objective, independent trigger entirely separate from the subject's prior attitude or conduct.
Most
When
definitely.
officers searched the bag and found unpaid merchandise confirmed by management, that established probable cause for arrest under Florida Statute, Section 8, 12.015. Subsection 4, legal issue 4, and by far the most consequential resisting arrest and battery on a law enforcement officer. Florida Statute. Section 7, 76.051 is unambiguous. A person is not justified in using force to resist an arrest by a law enforcement officer, even if that arrest is later determined to be unlawful. The Florida District Court of Appeal affirmed in Miller v. State. $2,000 one.
Very
that resisting
interesting.
arrest with violence is a standalone criminal offense.
I mean, it is good to see that there is some states that still take shoplifting serious and that you can still do some jail time behind it. But the more we start pressing this issue, man, the better these prices will be in the future, if there's any hope at all. But the way that shoplifting is going today, we're going to continue to keep paying a lot of money for groceries.
Independent of the legality of the underlying arrest. The only legally protected remedy when a person believes their rights are being violated is a motion to suppress or an appeal in court, not physical resistance at the scene. Scratching officers and attempting to bite constitutes battery on a law enforcement officer under Florida Statute Section 7,
And that's where she caught the felony.
Subsection 2. Paragraph B. That statute reclassifies battery from a first-degree misdemeanor to a third-degree felony, carrying a maximum sentence of 5 years in prison and a $5,000 fine. This is no longer a $40 shoplifting allegation.
Hell no.
This is serious felony exposure generated entirely by the subject's own response to a lawful arrest. Use of force analysis. Graham versus Connor. 1989. establishes 3 factors.
Hey, this is a good game for anybody that's out there in Florida. We do got some family members out there in Florida. They know who they are. Shout out to you. Um, Out there kicking ass and taking names. Keep doing what y'all do. You feel what I'm saying? So if you don't know, now you know. Raw game for you.
Severity of the crime, whether the subject poses an immediate threat, and whether the subject is actively resisting. All 3 factors were present here and escalated over time. Officers did not deploy a taser, impact weapons, or chemical agents despite sustained resistance spanning several minutes, including scratching and attempted biting. The force applied physical control and handcuffing is consistent with the use of force continuum and accepted industry standards. Grade Lead Officer B+. Correct procedure throughout. Clear communication.
Yeah, nobody give a damn about all them grades and shit. This is what it is, man. You mean to tell me this female had the opportunity to get away with the dirt that she had just did, and instead of just walking away scot-free with the victory and being at home, she chose to refuse to leave, got caught by the alarms, fought the police, and now is facing multiple charges and is going to jail. You know, sometimes shoplifters is it's very obvious why they get caught, because they move too slow. And when you move too slow, you take too long, and then eventually you get caught. She was in there for the last 2 months hitting their ass, and today was her day. And as I always say, every dog has its day. So this is that raw reaction. I'll see y'all in the next one. Raw and unscripted.